Today our points to ponder comes to us from Matthew chapter 14, verses 28 through 31. It says, "And Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water. So he said, Come. And when Peter had come down out of the boat, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw that the wind was boisterous, he was afraid and began to sink, and he cried out, saying, Lord, save me. And immediately Jesus stretched out his hand and caught him, and said to him, O you of little faith, why did you doubt?" Here we see an incredible example of biblical faith. So let's look at three things required for biblical faith. Biblical faith requires, number one, a promise to embrace. See, contrary to popular belief, Christians live by every word that comes from the mouth of God. That means that we are always putting faith in something, never in nothing. See, Peter put his faith in what Jesus said, not what he didn't say. Point number two, biblical faith requires a fear to be faced. Whether it's something on the inside or whether it's something that you're facing on the outside, biblical faith calls us to face the fear and release the power of the promise. That's why it's so important that we put our faith in something, and it's just that. It is a promise. This means that as believers, we should look at opposition as opportunity to exercise biblical faith. Again, the third thing, biblical faith requires an action to take. Real faith is a functional faith. If it's not functional, it's not real faith. Biblical faith is not something that we feel, it is something that we do. Biblical faith requires a promise to embrace, a fear to be faced, and an action to take. What action is God calling you to take to release the power of the promise, His promise in your life today? That's the question. And remember, real problems require real solutions, so dig deep in God's Word today.